Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway,
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry, so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth, where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody, and we want you to be part of it.
Back-to-back nights here live from the Shenandoah Esports Arena with Varsity Super Smash Brothers making their returns to our screens in Week 7 competition of NACE Varsity Premier. Their final week of competition, their final matchup in what has been a flawless group so far, and one opponent stands between them and a flawless regular season. Eastern Tennessee State University. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Clayton, joined alongside Ben Kincaid in his return after a long break from the desk, as we have quite possibly the heaviest matchup of this NACE group so far, as Shenandoah University is one game away from a perfect season.
Yeah, a perfect season would be amazing from this roster, right? I mean, this team's been playing so well, so consistent with their play styles and their placements all semester long in both NECC and here in NACE, and I cannot wait to see this team go 6-0, right? Surely that's what we see here tonight. So, but it is a tough matchup, right? ETSU is very, very good. We take a quick look at what the group looks like here. Do not follow what the record says for ETSU. They sit at 1-4, but are a lot better than what their record shows.
Yeah, as Shenandoah, as we've been mentioning up there at the top at 5-0 in this 7-team group, with one team standing left in the way. And yes, to your eyeballs, you see ETSU down at the bottom, but Shenandoah and ETSU familiar opponents, having played multiple times over the last few years, and SU, I can remember a couple times when both teams have taken series off each other. So yes, familiar opponents and a dangerous opponent down there at 1-4. As we look now at the season standings, though, the storyline coming in today, though, is this has been a very stark contrast in seasons.
Yeah, taking a look at this head-to-head, right? 5-0, of course, as you saw in the group, the 1-4 on the side for ETSU. But looking at the games won versus lost, SU's 10-1 in the win-loss record here all across those 5 games. Amazing gameplay coming through from the team. They know how to close out the sets cleanly. I cannot remember who that one loss is against, but nonetheless, it is a very, very strong showing this year, and 4-8 on the side of ETSU, only winning that one and then splitting some of those series as well.
Yeah, so take a look at the roster. Another huge storyline of tonight is the presence of Owls on this ETSU roster. We don't have him listed up here because, one, we were not given a headshot for him, but two, Owls is a superstar player for this Eastern Tennessee State roster, but we have not seen much of him this year throughout any of ETSU's matchups. We know he played against Florida International, which I believe was just last week, but not in many, if any, of their other games. So without him, we have our expected lineup being E-Man, Cooked, Canard, Poisonous, Paint, and Meteor on their respective characters, but potentially a heavy-hitting Ken sitting behind in reserves.
Yeah, Owls is definitely the one to keep in the back of your mind if you're SEO, so take a quick look at what their roster looks like here tonight. I mean, the tried and true, right? They're 5-0. Igloo, Kip, Willie, and AJ, the 4 starters here for this SU roster. We also got to see a little bit of Eyes gameplay, I believe, earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday?
Yesterday
and Tuesday, correct. Yeah, so Eyes making an appearance there on the Palutena, so good to know that that player is getting warm, getting ready for some competition as well. But I don't expect to see them here tonight with the potential of going 6-0 here in this group for some nice seedings later on.
Yeah, and we have Kip there on your screen, who has been a superstar here this week, especially last night in their matchup against Radford to propel them to a perfect 5-0. 16 stocks taken over 2 sets, only losing his 6 in those 2 sets. So, I mean, a dangerous man, a dangerous opener for SU that we've come to be very familiar with on this roster. But yeah, you raise a good point. I'm not sure if we'll see Ice tonight. The truth is the emergence of this Palutena player has been potent. He has been... He's, I think, surprised a lot of us in some of his performance. He's obviously got things he can work on, but in situations where the team does not match up super well into different characters on the opposing team, I think this roster is quickly becoming more and more comfortable and more faithful in putting eyes in those situations.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And Palutena as a character as well does a great job at covering a lot of kind of the gaps in the SU roster. There's not many, but Palutena is just a very well-balanced character into a lot of different play styles and can go up against something that maybe Kip's not kind of attuned to, or AJ, whatever it may be. Palutena is a great character to kind of fill that slot, fill that void, and save some of our other players for later on in a set if needed, right? So definitely potential, but don't expect it here tonight. But I mean, hey, we'll never, you never know what will happen here tonight. Could be a long series here against ETSU. So yeah, expecting a good one, and for all the stops to be pulled out here from SU.
Yeah, exactly. And the only question on my mind is, will all the stops be pulled out for ETSU?
True.
Like, will we see eyes or not? I think that's a massive factor in whether or not this series will even be close. I hate to say it. ETSU has a very talented roster. They have ranked players, but again, familiar opponents. We know the impact and the weight that Owls carries on this ETSU roster, and I think without him, that's a massive blow that SU is ready for. So we'll see, right? The also big problem is that even if he's playing, we won't know until the end because he will likely be playing in their anchor position as he tends to do, and will likely want the matchup into Willie being most likely our anchor as well. So, I mean, lots of question marks going around in my head, and a lot of them won't be solved until, unfortunately, we are well into this series. But that's some of the stuff that's on my mind before we even get started.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see kind of what the start is from ETSU, because we're used to seeing the Kip start, and there's a lot of characters that go well into Pac-Man, that character. Notably, the Falco is one that stands out just with that reflect, and I believe the Shulk as well does fairly well. Or Shulk and Steve as well, which is Meteor's secondary. It's listed as Game & Watch, I believe, on the graphic, but Steve is also in the back pocket there for a Meteor. So some tricky kind of characters to come through for Kip if they do have to run into one of those in the starting slot here for SU. So maybe there's potential to see AJ start instead, just to kind of mix things up. But hey, I say that every time we see this SU roster, and it's always Pac-Man, so maybe I should just stop saying that. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens if Kip starts and what the answer is for ETSU.
Yeah, this team has made a statement in this whole semester that they are very willing to move around their players pretty fluidly. And that has led to, I would say, more times this semester than any other semester not starting Kip. Now, I would still say we have started him more often than not, but I mean, it is kind of up in the air. Like, this team has clearly shown that they are willing to put in either Igloo or AJ or Eyes last night as an opener and see what happens. But tonight, I'd be curious because you said it. Falco is definitely, I think, the strongest counter to Pac-Man on that roster, but Falco is listed as a secondary for Poisonous Paint. So, like, that's, you know, it's a give and take, right? Are you willing to play a character that you're maybe slightly less comfortable with, maybe slightly less experienced with, in order to make up ground on the matchup difference? Maybe that's something we see, or that's one of many pieces we see move between sets, but a factor that could be volatile over the course of the night.
Yeah, I also want to mention on the side of ETSU, there are some subs in play as well. There's a Sora and a Pac-Man in the wings as well. I mean, we know that this SU roster has plenty of experience with Sora, with Eliminathan, one of the, I think our sub Rocket League player here, one of our GA assistants, plays a whole lot of Sora. So they will also scrap it up with kind of some 1v1s here and there. I believe they also coach the academy team, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
I think that was
or at least
a new development, or is involved with them, helping them out, training them up. So definitely a lot of experience with Sora, but then, of course, I mean, Pac-Man. I mean, Kip plays Pac-Man, so hopefully I would assume that the roster has a lot of experience into Pac-Man. So don't expect to see these two players, just given what the starting roster for ETSU does look like, but there could be potential shakeup with that Sora.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of characters that our team has a lot of matchup experience with from inside the building, there is also a Joker listed on the opposing roster. And when we were talking to Captain Igloo right before coming on the desk, we were talking to him about how he feels, and somebody in the room mentioned, you worried about Joker at all? No, not even a little bit. It was, and none of us are, because this team has more than their fair share of matchup experience into a Joker, given previous players on this Shenandoah Super Smash Bros. Roster in its history. So that's hopefully something that we might, a light that we might see from Shenandoah, being that they are so comfortable into that matchup, that if we're looking for places to, make up ground, that hopefully would be one of them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these characters we do have experience against. I mean, I know the secondary for the Joker is also a Mario, who I know our fighting games player was kind of messing around with as well. Kenza played Mario on the academy team, so we know that there is experience pretty much with almost every character here that we have on the side of ETSU. I'm not sure too much about the Shulk matchups. I know it's kind of a gimmicky character with kind of getting those boosts, those power-ups throughout a series or a match, right? So definitely something to look out for. Kind of reminds me of a slightly nerfed hero. I don't know if that's kind of a good comparison.
Kind of,
I know,
yeah.
like, select things.
Right, he gets access to all 5, and he can choose them. Right. They do have cooldowns, and they do different things, right? So he's got... okay, quiz time. Can I get them all?
I can.
Speed, Buster, Smash, Jump, and Shield. And yeah, they all have positives and negatives, right? Like if you go into Shield, you are significantly slower, but you take less damage, less knockback, and I forget the other drawbacks. But like Speed is a classic. Like when I think of Shulk, I think of a Speed Monado jumping around and naring and covering so much ground on stage. This is a character with a huge sword that has a huge nair that goes in a full circle around him. So Shulk, a character that occupies a lot of space, and we did just get our button check preview. We get to cheat and see more than you guys do, and it looks like in that button check it was Shulk and Pac-Man. So looks like it will be a Shulk start for Kip to deal with.
Yeah, I feel like Kip can kind of maneuver around. I mean, you have the Hydrant to kind of buy yourself some space. Granted, you mentioned the speed of able to close that space relatively quickly as Shulk if you have that power up and available. I don't believe you can go back-to-back on power-ups.
Yeah, they have like cooldowns.
They have like a cooldown to them. So you can't be fast 24/7, although that would be quite fun as a Shulk player, but also pretty annoying possibly for people playing against that Shulk. But yeah, so I feel like Kip just being able to buy space with the Hydrant and just kind of picking those moments, farming up the Galagas, getting them in that kill percentage is definitely, of course, what you want to look at. But it's going to be E-Man, I guess, there with the start here for ETSU on this Shulk. So excited to see how this one plays out.
Also worth mentioning, I just looked up at our preview screen right at the words. The name of the arena is called Hi, E-Man, all caps with an exclamation point.
Nice.
Hello, E-Man.
Hi.
We're happy to have you. But hopefully we won't see too much of you as we are Shenandoah biased up here. Yeah, hoping that Kip will be able to, take care of this. But this is a tough matchup. I mean, that's the truth of it. This is, swordies are always going to be a little bit difficult for Pac-Man, being a little bit short-ranged in those brawly options. He will get spaced by those, but thankfully he has all of his projectiles to make up for it, and that Hydrant to create some space of his own. So we'll see if it's enough to pay off, but a Buster start from E-Man here, and already using that range to very much ward off Kip from a distance, and that's 80% right there. Buster enhancing his damage quite a bit.
Yeah, going off into that smash power up there as well, which does supply a lot more knockback when it comes to finding any smash attacks, any nairs, anything it may be. But already, E-Man playing very, very well, going for that ledge guard, very similar to Cloud's ledge guard as well, just that down air, able to kind of have that hitbox extend a little bit below that ledge. Pac-Man, Kip trying to get a little bit of percentage built up. The forward smash will connect and find that first stock. SU with first blood.
Yeah, I was just about to say how I really liked Kip able to kind of completely kill out that jump timer, but now jump back online, and this is exactly what we're talking about. that speed, or aerial speed specifically, on the jump Monado can become so oppressive so quickly, and that time able to work his way in and find a forward smash to take that stock. Not often you're going to find a kill move that lethal, but E-Man able to do it.
Yeah, Nair going just wide there. Another forward smash, able to find the kill center stage there for Kip. Last stock now here for E-Man. Good mix-up on that recovery from Kip here. The hydrant out, the strawberry, the one getting thrown, followed by the orange recall, but already built up to 79% is E-Man here on this final stock. Kip trying to preserve 2-stock lead here for SU.
Yeah, this is, I mean, through 2 stocks, that's kind of been the shining light for Kip, and really for anyone playing against a Shulk. He kind of just explodes at some point. He is a pretty light character unless he's in his shield Monado. So keep an eye out for that, because, I mean, now at 140%, he's going to die to most of Kip's options. But, I mean, we've seen both of those 2 stocks go down at around 100% to forward smashes from center stage. I mean, that's like borderline, but Shulk absolutely will die there and has. Oh. And just like that, a forward smash or a forward tilt off the ledge is enough to just blow that stock away.
Yeah, and that's Kip surviving with 2 stocks there up against E-Man. A very quick showing there from Kip, able to get those 3 stocks out of the way relatively quickly. But now if you're on the side of ETSU, what do you look at, right? The Shulk did not look great here into Kip's Pac-Man. Had percentage built up, but kind of struggled to find some killing blows earlier on, where Kip was really able to find great smash attacks to kind of seal the deal pretty early on some of those stocks as well from center stage. So you got to assume that maybe it's poisonous paint here on the Falco with the reflect to come through to try to get this Pac-Man out of the way. I mean, if it were me, that's probably what I would want to do, have some protection from the projectiles that Kip can work with. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, on paper, I think that makes the most sense as well. But Shulk was a decently favorable matchup as well into Pac-Man, and that really did not work. Kip, with the poise to not panic after that first stock, because let's not forget that Shulk, or E-Man specifically, built up like 80% to start that matchup off of 1 Buster Monado. That was looking pretty scary, just, off of the first 15 seconds. But not enough to bring it all home, as Kip was not phased by it and kept his game, stuck to his guns, and took, you said it, very early stocks, aggressive stocks off of reads at the ledge and, missed techs at center stage and stuff. Little things like that. Kip was very comfortable in that matchup, and that scares me a little bit if you're ETSU.
Yeah, I mean, Kip going on a roll is definitely something that has struck fear into many, many teams here that SU has faced over the time that Kip has been here at the school, right? A very, very strong player, and when they're hot, they keep going, right? Kip does not slow down very easily. The brakes don't really work on his car, I guess. So we'll have to see if they can bring it into the mechanic and fix those brakes and try to halt it here, but it does look like the response is going to be cooked canard on Joker is the response here from ETSU.
Okay, sure. It's matchup wise not exactly what I was expecting, but maybe player wise. The thing about Smash Crew battles is we can sit here and think about what makes the most sense on paper. as much as we want, but at the end of the day, I mean, if Joker feels good into Pac-Man, Joker feels good into Pac-Man, and there's nothing wrong with that. So Cook Kennard calling his own number here, and opts to try to take on this Kip Pac-Man who has 2 stocks remaining. So bit of a hill to climb, bit of a hole to climb out of for ETSU as they load in their second player.
And so far, both of these stocks starting off a little slow, right? Not a massive amount of percentage getting built up on any of these players. No one cresting that 50% mark just yet, just sitting around that 40, right? Ledge guard trying to come through with that side special, but can't quite connect on anything there, with Kip able to recover quite cleanly. A catch of the orange means that that combo starter is nullified, but won't be able to do much out of that as Arsene is out here and ready to go. This could be trouble here for Kip.
Yeah, this is Joker in a nutshell, right? This is time when this is time to run away if you are Kip. This Arsene now halfway down, but does find its first stock off of the back area. You're going to see Kip sit on the Halo platform as long as possible, again, to stall out this Joker as much as he can, or stall out the Arsene specifically. And now Arsene is gone, so just like that, I mean, Joker is a character where you have turns, and this is Kip's turn. And just like that, with a jump and a Z-drop with the bell, finds the stun out of the shield, and a forward smash will absolutely kill Joker in that position.
Galaga there connecting as well, able to get 57% built up onto that second stock, but Arsene up and available yet again, but still high percentage here for Joker. Could potentially find the kill without taking too much damage. Is Kip. Hydrant is there, bell in hand, tossed out and caught there by Cooked Kennard. We'll have to see where that usage comes from, or if they're just going to hold on to that bell for quite some time, because with that in the hands, Kip cannot farm for anything else.
Yeah, ooh. Can't hold on to it for forever, but does finally get some value from it, but can't punish off the stun. So 130% now on this on this Joker. You have to think we won't see another Arsene before that stock is lost. Kip not expecting that bell to land, but it does. So he gets a forward tilt and nothing else. One more bell regrab goes wide. So Kip's gonna, oh, never mind. I was gonna say look to charge up another fruit and set up another play, but one back air straight to the face will just take that stock outright.
Yeah, 79% built up here on Kip's last stock now here for Cooked Kennard. Kip can very easily walk away with this one, right? The Ascend bar is getting relatively close to pulling out the persona here for Joker, but we'll have to wait and see if they get that far. The ledge guard coming through from Kip can't quite find that down air, and there is Ascend up and ready to go. Galaga out, will be able to connect, but all trying to find that jab, that cancel there on the ground, but can't quite find it, is Cooked Kennard.
That really confuses me. With the jab reset, I would have assumed they would have gone for a down smash, but opting for the up smash, and it completely misses. Now Kip with a good couple whiffs there off of stuns from his bell. Both of these players very, very high percentages. Another bell comes out, but I think Kip is noticing that this Joker is kind of struggling to avoid them, as that one gets caught and almost put right back into Kip, but can't find it yet. That's a key, and it does come out. Still not enough. Joker, not the heaviest character, but heavy enough to survive that, but not an apple at 150. Kip takes another 3 stocks and adds them to his collection with 1 more remaining.
Yeah, through 2 players there, 6 stocks to 2 in favor of Kip. And now you got to assume, surely, that this is the Falco to come in to try to clean up this last stock. Joker, a little bit of a curveball coming through from ETSU, but Kip able to survive, only losing 1 stock there. So, yeah, I mean, Kip on a roll yet again here in this first set. I'm not sure what the response is from ETSU. I mean, you would assume it is the Falco, but it is the secondary for Poisonous Paint, excuse me, not the primary. That is Lucas for Poisonous there. So we'll have to see if you just kind of ditch it altogether and see if you can go on a run with Lucas instead, just to try to keep that momentum going with their main, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it completely boils down to, is Owls going to play or not?
True.
Do you have 2 players left, or do you have 1+ owls? That, I think, completely determines who this next character is, because now you're in a position where you can sort of play around this last Pac-Man stock with any character you want. As we watch these replays and notice that, Joker only took one. And a nice apple there on the ledge to take Joker's last in response. Now you can think, I might put myself in a bad matchup against this Pac-Man, just go in and take one, maybe trade one to get things rolling. But if maybe Owls is not on the table and you're willing to put Meteor in that anchor position, then you do put Poisonous Paint on their secondary just to, again, get things rolling. Hard to say, but now I'm sort of the mentality that with Pac-Man only having one stock, it's probably not worth dropping to your secondary just to take one stock out of 12.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, right? You want to be able to get that momentum going on your main and not have to worry about playing a secondary, right? If you get Lucas going specifically, has some fun interactions that you can do and is somewhat of a tricky character to try to deal with, as well as it does look like it is going to be the Lucas coming through from Poisonous Paint, dodging the Falco like we thought might happen, just trying to get the ball rolling on a main character.
Yeah, and I totally think this is the right move, because again, you do have somewhat of a hard counter in your secondary option, but you take that one stock, and what now? You're stuck with your secondary pick into so many Shenandoah stocks. I think this is the right decision from ETSU, especially if they were going to play Poisonous Paint all along. So now, Kip with an opportunity to again sort of swell this lead beyond the 4 stocks that it already is, as looking for forward smash to try to take that stock. And something you're always going to have to keep an eye out for against the Lucas are the down smashes at the ledge. That's a very hard move to avoid. This Lucas opting to not go for it just yet. Hasn't really had an opportunity to, but did get the back air at the ledge, so that's another ledge trap situation to look out for, as this Poisonous Paint Lucas is looking pretty good so far, matching Kip's percent all the way up to about 70.
Yeah, if Kip can find a stock, well, just as I say it, the one stock is gone there for Kip. Poisonous Paint able to survive with 3 stocks remaining there and finally get through SU's first. Players now 9 stocks to 6 in favor of the Hornets. And now what do you do if you're SU, right? I mean, Eyes has been looking good. We know AJ looks very good into some of these matchups here against Lucas with the Reflect. The PK Fire kind of nullified, but it looks like Igloo is the one to sit down in the chair on the Yoshi, I would assume, to come through from Igloo.
Yeah, I don't hate this at all, because Shenandoah has 3 pretty heavy hitters in the form of Kip and Willie especially, and then Igloo, usually the one that the team can fall back on to take very consistent stocks consistently. And I think the vision here from SU is, all right, we have a large lead. Let's just get out of this thing. Let's not even put in AJ. Let's not put in Eyes. Let's wipe this first set as fast as possible and sort of keep the pressure on ETSU and not let them think that they're still in this. And I assume that is a large driving factor in this decision to put Igloo in now. So I like it. It looks like we will get Igloo's Yoshi specifically over the Samus. I think that's also probably the right move, as I assume Yoshi would do fine into Lucas. I don't see why Samus would do any better, I guess I should say. So we load it in, and no stocks need to be SD'd, so we are underway.
Already 41% with a couple up tilts and an up air connecting there for Igloo. The Nair out of shield, a good out of shield option there from the Lucas, who will be able to connect with some damage of their own. The Snake coming out as well with the chase down smash. He does get that sour spot, but maybe not. The recovery coming through. Nice. That'll do it. Is not able to grab the ledge, the forward smash, connecting one stock down here for Igloo.
Yeah, I did forget that Lucas's up B does go extremely far. So that time goes a little too far past the ledge. Igloo now forced to mash out of the ice, has to air dodge, and does make it back. Igloo's recoveries always impress me, and that one no exception, as 108% now on this Yoshi, and Lucas doesn't get to walk away with a stock for it.
A baseball bat swinging through the fences. There is Lucas, but can't quite find the connection. The recovery coming through yet again. Won't be able to grab the ledge. That's one more stock gone here. Igloo, first stock, still 123% built up. Poisonous Paint has to try to find this connection, but instead it's going to be combinations getting thrown out here for Igloo. 155, a neutral getup, dangerous to grab coming through, up throw, will be able to find the kill.
Yeah, I think, again, playing into the mentality of putting Igloo in right now, this is exactly what I think Igloo saw. Clearly, Igloo had some degree of a download on this player already, because a lot of the decision-making from Igloo has been reads, has been, tech chases and stuff like that. Wow, that's a crazy hitbox. But Igloo looking very comfortable now. Poisonous Paint starting to bring it back a little bit. And if you're Poisonous Paint and you can get this second stock, all of a sudden that's much more manageable for ETSU. But still, trading even stocks in this scenario when ETSU is already down basically a full player. A scary outlook in the long run.
Baseball bat able to connect there for a Poisonous Paint. The fair will connect for Igloo, trying to just find that spike, and will be able to find it on the ledge hang. Igloo loses 2 stocks but takes 3. ETSU now down to their final player.
Yeah, that one surprised me a little bit. I think that, had to be within frames of Lucas's invincibility dropping. But frames are all you need in a fighting game, and Igloo able to put the forward air right where it needed to be and avoid any more trouble from this Lucas. So forcing ETSU to show their hand. Who is this last player? I don't know. The $1 million question. Because again, I think it completely affects the outlook of this scenario, right? A 7-stock run is sitting and waiting for whoever is coming in next for ETSU. If it's Owls, we've seen Owls give serious trouble to many of Shenandoah's players. So that, in my opinion, is a glimmer of hope if you're ETSU. If Owls is not available, then maybe this is a lot more scary.
Yeah, if Owls is not the one to come in, right, you have to assume it's Meteor, the one either on Game & Watch here or on Steve. 2 very, very strong characters in Smash Bros. Game & Watch, a lot lighter of a character, but has a lot of interesting gimmicks in the air specifically. Does very, very well. The Nair, the back air with the turtle, whatever it may be, can rack up percentage very, very fast and is a small hitbox as well. Hard to get your hands on a good Game & Watch. And then on the flip side, you have Steve, right? Steve, that's all I'm going to say. A lot of kind of avoidance, does very, very well, hits very, very hard. Just an all-around broken character, frankly, being able to build whatever you so please and stop anyone from approaching you when you try to mine up to that diamond, that heavy-hitting weapon. Could you imagine if there was netherite in this before? Whoa. Yeah, 0% forward smash, gone. Just goes and dies. So we'll have to see what the player is here, but we await the decision from ETSU.
Yeah, and thinking back to what I said I thought the decision-making might be, that makes me think it's Owls.
Yeah, I think so too.
But we're seeing the stage picks going on, or at least what we think is stage picks going on. Anyway, back to my mentality, or what I figured the mentality was for putting Igloo in that situation was, hey, we see an angle to finish this in 3 players, let's do it. I, again, think that mentality hinges a lot on whether or not they were going to run into a very talented Ken player or not. And as you can see on your screen, good news for Shenandoah, because this, I don't mean to downplay Meteor here. I apologize if that's how this is coming off, but truly there was a massive threat lying in the shadows here for SU, and it looks like they will not see it in this first set.
Yeah, we can already see the fares. That's the Nair there. The fish bowl covers a whole lot of ground. And then that up B as well. The recovery does a great job at launching people in the air. Usually we see that followed with that up air, with that puff of smoke to try to carry people higher and higher towards the blast zone. That's possibly why we see this FD pick coming through here from Meteor, a very small blast zone up towards the top of this stadium. So maybe that's the gameplay that this ETSU player goes with. Will be able to land safely is Igloo up to 84%, but already this Game & Watch kind of in a kill percent here right now for Igloo.
Yeah, Game & Watch, a very just like well-rounded character in Super Smash Brothers. Has a lot going for him, including safe moves. Namely, I think of Game & Watch Neutral Air being one of the safest moves in the game. Just like that, though, not enough to protect him from a Yoshi back air. So this momentum continues for SU as, again, only on their second player, taking many stocks through the entire ETSU roster and making reads like that, falling out of combos to avoid the down air. ETSU Meteor here looking a lot like he needs that up smash to find this kill as he goes for another one there, but Igloo is just not letting him find him.
Yeah, the forward smash there coming through. Trying to seal the deal is a Meteor right now. 158 built up onto Igloo's Yoshi. A down smash coming through, the up special as well. Just trying to find anything to try to put away this stock. The fares, the bombs finally connects. The DI was good, but just not enough to stay alive there. ETSU hold on, but they're down to their final stock.
Yeah, again, a perfect display of why Game & Watch is a good character. You do have quite a bit of kill options, including that forward air, that you can just start throwing out. I think that was the right decision in that moment from Meteor to recognize, yeah, this is... I cannot lose this last stock. I cannot approach this Yoshi. I cannot let him approach me. So... Going to throw out as many forward airs as I can until he eventually hopefully falls into one of them, and Igloo does. So, strong showing there from Igloo nonetheless, as now SU's third player, whoever it is, third and fourth player, need to only take a combined one stock to thrust Shenandoah into the lead in this series.
Yeah, it does look like, just based off of Roman Cam alone, AJ is standing up but hasn't sat down quite yet. We're still kind of looking around.
He's just showcasing that jersey.
Yeah, look at that jersey.
Look at that.
Big old 2-0. Oh, my Lord. That looks good. But they're looking towards the entrance. I assume maybe Eyes is getting some water, maybe. Maybe that could be what they're looking for, to give Eyes some play time here. But AJ not sitting down does make me think that, there it is. Sitting down, but hands still in pockets. What does this mean?
No
Pondering
controller
face.
in hand.
Still looking towards the entrance of the arena.
We are
Could they be waiting?
Really analyzing
I don't know what's
body language here.
Yeah. I mean, Igloo still kind of scrolling. Hasn't typed anything in yet to declare who's going in, at least from what I've seen thus far. Okay, it does look like it's AJ. Goes to pick up.
There's the controller.
There it is. Controller picked up there by AJ. It will be the Falco to come in to try to clean up this final stock for ETSU.
Yeah, so this interests me again because just a couple minutes ago I was saying that it looked like SU had an angle to finish this in 3 players, and obviously that's extremely possible now with AJ only needing 1, but the 3 players I had in mind did not include AJ. I figured they might just put Willie in to close this thing out, but not going to see that at least yet. So AJ will be tasked with just taking 1 stock off of this Game & Watch, and we have seen AJ have some ups and downs throughout the season, especially in the last couple weeks, but especially last night looking strong, I have to say, against that Pikachu that Radford had that really caught all of us off guard, caught AJ off guard. He lost 2 stocks like instantly and brought it all the way back. So a lot of poise from this player, and I think poise will be important in a situation like this where all you need is one to put Shenandoah in the lead and force this thing to set 2.
A little dancey dance there from the Falco. Does go back to FD here. And frankly, that does make sense. The up throw from Falco is also very, very strong. A lot of combinations up in the air here for this Falco player. Just grab coming through, toss off, chair to the face, bomb, a little dash attack there as well. That could have been troublesome, but can't quite connect there on the down smash. Only 16% built up here on to this last stock. That might do it. Yes, it will. That down smash into the forward smash does connect, and that's 1 stock off the board here for AJ.
Yeah, and that's pretty good news if you are Meteor, because again, he's only taken 17%. He is absolutely seized control of this stage and has not let AJ breathe the moment he gets off stage. And that's something we've seen AJ sort of struggle with, is his recovery options. Sometimes struggling to just get back to the ledge with his side Bs and his up Bs. So far, Meteor very much taking advantage of it in that first stock. Now AJ starting to find some damage of his own, goes for a forward smash, which probably would not have even killed. So a very aggressive option from AJ and does not pay off. And now we slow the game down and play from a distance as Meteor works his way in. Starts a reversal up top, but not enough to take the stock just yet.
Yeah, spot dodge is clutch there to avoid that down smash from AJ. Still a very high percentage. The backer, the turtle, the one to try to seal the deal there on that second stock, but can't quite find it. Laser getting brought out here, getting some percentage ticked away here, holding that shield is AJ. The side B into back air won't quite find the kill. The DI coming through from Meteor does keep them alive. Now we'll see if they can recover and get back to stage.
Yeah, I thought that forward air might do it, but the spike won't do it either. It lands on the stage, and Meteor still clinging to this last stock finds a second, and this is where you are going for moves like that. We see the side B come out. It's not, the Hail Mary was unanswered, and AJ does take his 1, and we wrap that first set up with a Shenandoah win. So, big question answered there. Meteor number 4 for ETSU, and I feel like a massive weight lifted off of SU's shoulders.
Maybe it's not late enough for Owls to come out.
Maybe he's in class.
Or in
because
class,
he's an owl.
Yes. Man, hey, we tried. I made a valiant effort.
I said maybe he's in class.
But yeah, we'll see. Maybe it was just playtime here for the ETSU guys to try to see if they could take it without Owls having to play. Or they're just not available, right? We've only seen Owls play that one matchup against FIU. So we'll have to see if they are in the running to play here tonight. But based off of set 1, Owls are still sleeping in the tree.
Yeah, it's not for us to speculate, but all we know is that he did not play set 1, and I think that is very telling for the rest of the evening that we likely will not see him again. AJ here with a bit of a scary look, but able to not panic again in the face of pressure and close this thing out. Again, two nights in a row on the back foot and still coming up clutch when he needs to, and that has been AJ's role on this team quite a bit. He's not the one out there taking 9 stocks per series, right. but put in to take important stocks, and he can absolutely do that, and that's a perfect example. So enough to get the job done, force us into set 2. What changes get made? Well, we just saw one of them as both teams have revealed their first players, SU returning to the stock standard KIP opener, but ETSU with a bit of a mix-up to try and send Lucas in to see if he can perform any better against this Pac-Man.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the Yoshi was too much there for Poisonous Paint to try to deal with. I mean, I believe they did still get them down to 1 stock, if I'm not mistaken, but still felt very one-sided in favor of Igloo in a lot of that matchup. So possibly just trying to get the heavy starter out of the way in Kip, just trying to clean up that Pac-Man as fast as possible. But I still feel like Kip does fairly well into the Lucas, right? Still gets to buy a whole lot of space and really gets to farm up, frankly, as much as they want to, because the approach and a lot of the moveset from Lucas is kind of in that ranged scenario as well. So not a lot of pressure on the hydrant coming through from Lucas.
Yeah, we'll see if it's enough, because, again, this Shenandoah team structure has developed into, a moneymaker up front, moneymaker in the back, and you have to invest resources into both of them. Like, one of them will not just fizzle out if you pray that it'll happen. So, yeah, ETSU making a decision to try and put a threatening player here into this Pac-Man and try to force more than just one stock off of this Pac-Man this time around. But if you turn your ears on, it looks like Kip got music pick here with the Persona 4 time to make history. So home field advantage for Kip, I have to say.
Goes for that forward toss. Yeah, I might just listen to that for a couple seconds here. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wait, you ready?
Oh. That's the one. That's the one. That's what I was looking
Great
for. I was
song.
like, maybe I went too early. But yeah, an amazing song, almost securing that first stock in that temporary talking hiatus that we just took there for just a moment. But still, apple in hand, toss low, can't quite connect. But still, I mean, right now, Kip buying so much space, key getting thrown out, won't be able. Oh, the fire stops the apple. I did not actually know that did that. So good for that to be the case. But yeah, I mean, right now, Poisonous Paint dancing around all of these options that Kip has.
Yeah, not able to avoid that one as Kip finally connects with a kill move. Being that apple, again, at such a high percentage, that apple very threatening, and just like that, I mean, in the blink of an eye, that Galaga combo equals 60%, and that's oftentimes a bit too much for opposing teams to deal with. Bell comes out and gets grabbed by Lucas as he reached hard for it and got it with that dash attack, but able to confirm just a little bit. Lucas with a bit of a read there, trying to find the push from the hydrant, but nice little combo coming together, and Poison Paint is starting to find some momentum of his own.
Grab coming through, trying to build up some more percentage. The Bell connecting up smash will kill there at 91%. Kip still alive with 3 stocks here. 1 stock remaining for Poisonous Paint. If Kip can get this player out of the way, that would be huge for SU. Trying to find that ledge guard, but can't quite find it. The dash attack going wide as well, and that will be the first stock gone there for Kip. 2 stocks to 1.
Yeah, so Kip now threatening a equal response to set 1, only losing 1 stock. And
I caught the
whoa! So again, if you're switching up your strategy and finding the same results, that's a bad trend, a scary trend for ETSU, but maybe E-Man able to make up some ground in a later spot. We'll get there when we get there. But if Poison Paint is not able to get the second stock off Kip, bit of a scary situation for the rest of the ETSU squad, and Kip certainly trying to make this as overwhelming as possible. Puts the bell right where it needs to be, forces the roll, and Kip sitting there waiting with a ghost. I forget the name of the red one. I never remember.
I want to say it's like Larry or something. Like
Is
something
it?
standard.
Yeah, is it the one that doesn't sound like all the others? I'm going to look it
think
up.
so.
Here we go.
I can't remember. That's a great question. But yeah, I mean, the setup on that ledge guard was perfectly done by Kip, right? If you go to jump, you're going to get hit by the bell, and you're dead anyways. If you roll, the forward smash is there, you're dead no matter what. So a really tough situation there for Poisonous Paint to try to deal with, but was able to get 1 stock out of the way. But now, is it E-Man to come in to try to clean up these last 2 stocks? I mean, we saw them start against Kip last time, and they were also only able to get that 1.
It's Blinky.
Blinky.
Blinky is the red one, Pinky is the pink one, Inky is the blue one, and Clyde is the orange one. So, hey, we got there. And I believe that is I don't think I've ever paid too much attention to Pac-Man's smash attacks. I think those are his.
I think it says down smash is the orange one, right?
I
His forward
think
is red,
so.
up is blue.
But then does down smash
Well,
have
does down
two
smash
different
have both?
colors?
I think
don't
so.
know.
It might actually. Huh.
Now I'm curious.
That's kinda cool.
Now I'm going to be
Down
watching.
smash. Down smash as soon as you get in the game. I need to see.
Yeah. I don't
Please.
know if Kip can hear us.
Probably
Probably not.
Yeah.
But well, we will
We'll find
see.
out.
Next time we get a Pac-Man smash attack, I will be paying very close attention. But no switch up in the second position, so I have to believe we will see E-Man come in third to try and make up some ground as SU once again threatening, already 2 stocks up and into ETSU's second player. We'll see if Kip's able to continue his own trends from set 1 or if Cooked Kennard can try to bring this thing back.
Yeah, we'll have to see. 29% already built up here. Galaga able to connect through the spot dodge there. Hydrant down yet again. Farming up that Bell and/or Galaga. It's Galaga this time yet again. Oh, the Hydrant connecting there as well. Arsene up and available, but can't really get close to Kip right now. Playing great spacing. The Bell getting tossed out left and right as well. Side special connects, but can't be followed up on here for Cooked Kennard.
Yeah, it was really well played by Kip. Arsene goes away faster when you hit Joker. So he got the key off. He got, I believe, like a neutral air off. Went for a Bell, but just like that, I mean, Arsene was gone, right? The moment he appeared, Kip landed a key, and then by the time Joker came back, Arsene was halfway gone already off of that one interaction. This time around, Arsene is back already after using the Rebels Guard to build up some bar, but down air, up smash, not enough to confirm. Joker goes to grab the Bell, able to recover with the help of Kip's down air, but still not enough to take a stock either direction. So an extremely aggressive option from Cooked Kennard doesn't pay off. 2 Arsenes in that stock and 0 stocks taken from Pac-Man.
Yeah, Apple, the one to seal the deal on that first stock. Another great Galaga combination coming through. Arsene up and available, trying to find that down air. Can't quite find it, but gets out of the potential killing move there from Joker. Back to a farming sim for a short time for Kip. Galaga in hand yet again. Just trying to wait out this Arsene. Very, very close to being able to do so and will succeed. And was able to build up 98%. Oh.
Yeah, we know that. Oh, man. Hey, it was red.
That was red.
We know that Arsene back air can be so lethal. And we saw Cooked Kennard go for it off the spike from his down air, but just a little wide. Now Arsene back. But again, eating some damage from Kip means Arsene's going to go away pretty quick. And this will be, I believe, the 4th Arsene of the match. And still Kip holding on to this stock very well through these Arsenes now at 124. That one, I forget if it's Tetrakarn, I think, is the name of that move.
Wonderful
I've played
question.
Persona.
Not P5 for me. I've never played P4,
Yeah.
so I have no idea. I don't know if they
I think
overlap.
It's a
They
move.
probably
Yeah,
do,
the
right?
moves do.
Oh, yeah, the move
It's
names.
it's just Tetrakarn, I believe, is a physical reflect, and Makarakarn is a magic reflect. Connor's in chat.
That makes sense. I
Connor,
think
bail
that's
me
right.
out here. I believe his melee reflect, or his counter, I guess I should say, is Tetrakarn, because he also gets a reflector, if I'm not mistaken. But wow!
I've never seen that before. That's so cool.
Yeah, Kip able to put the green fruit in place, a very slow-moving fruit, and throw Joker right into it, and that green fruit hits hard.
That's so cool. I've never seen that. That is awesome. Man, every time I see Kip play, something new happens.
No, exactly. I don't blame
that's
you at
so
all.
cool. I like the bat. Like what? That's so cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah, the melon does hit very hard because it moves very slow, so it's very easy to avoid. But if you get back thrown into it, you'll die.
Yeah,
at
absolutely.
100+%. Yeah.
No doubt about it. So, as we bring you back to stage select. Here we go. Hey, welcome back to the booth. Fun moments back here today. Yeah, Kip's still chugging, and that's bad news for ETSU. Now 2 players down, and Kip with all the momentum in the world right now to continue this run just as he did in set 1. A repeat of set 1. Again, I've said it a couple times now, would be bad news for ETSU for obvious reasons. But thankfully, they do still have a mix-up in their pocket in the form of we know that E-Man will likely be one of these 2 stocks. It's just a matter of what value can he provide now in a different scenario than set 1.
We get to see stage select, and I saw the Wii Sports Resort map.
Yeah,
I didn't really
Island.
connect that was in this game. What a phenomenal game, by the way.
Right?
Yeah, great stuff. Well, let's look at some replays. Right, Bell was in hand here and was able to find, red. What was that one's name? Oh, I can't even remember now.
Blinky?
Blinky, yeah, Blinky, that's right. So, yeah, I mean, Kip does lose that one stock. It was looking really, really good to find a clean 3, but just unable to get it done. But still, through 6 stocks, yet again, only losing 2 there. As we hop into the next matchup, what we expected, it is E-Man on the Shulk to try to clean up this one last stock here on SU's starter. But you got to think, I mean, this is only the first player here for SU's roster, and Poisonous Paint and
Sorry.
are already out of the running here for this ETSU roster, and already some good mix-ups coming through from Kip. The forward smash coming through, can't quite connect. They're trying to get a whole lot of percent really fast.
Yeah, I'm very curious. So I saw Shulk go for a shield Monado early on there, and I think it might help him fall out of Pac-Man's combos, and I want to keep an eye out for that as we go on. But jump comes out now, replaced with speed. Pac-Man still able to make it back to the stage, set up his hydrant here, so it is very weak. Goes off the shield of E-Man there. Kip trying to chase the tech. Can't quite find it, but Buster now out to try to, again, build up some damage on Kip as Shulk has only found about 28, but now about to lose it here without a change of pace.
E-Man throwing up moves left and right. Hey, that one was blue. That one up tilt, or up smash, excuse me, blue. I think that is Inky. So we have 2 left. Clyde and Pinky are the ones we have not seen yet. Just down smash. Down smash. Down smash. Right here. Oh. Instead, will die. 1 stock will be taken in from the side of Kip. So E-Man surviving with 2. 5 stocks to 9 now in favor of SU, looking strong.
Yeah, I mean, again, scary trajectory here for ETSU as things are still sort of spiraling. But step 1 now is behind you. Kip is out of the mix. Now, how do you make up ground? Where do you make up ground? And unfortunately for ETSU, it's kind of up to Shenandoah to decide whether they make up ground here or not in the form of who they decide to put in. We did not see anybody but Kip go up against E-Man in the first set. And as we see again on the roaming cam here, live look from the arena, it looks like some serious deliberation. We know these guys.
Right.
My read on this, I'm looking on the left. He's itching. Willie has not played yet today. He's saying, "Why can't I can just go in and kill them, and we can all go home." But oh my God! I was Avery. I was just about to say Coach Igloo having to be the stoic mind in the room to say no, we're not gonna do this.
I love it. I saw a grin come across Avery's face, and I was like, "Oh no, they are gonna do it." So yeah, Willie Kazia. Sweet.
Fair enough. I have to imagine that decision, again, was, like, I'm joking, probably was not based around Willie hasn't played yet and he wants to.
Right.
I imagine he does probably like this Shulk matchup for whatever reason. But a matchup I was not expecting to see today. We get one in front of our very eyes, and it will be a Shulk 1 stock down in the head-to-head, but I, on paper, would think that this would be pretty hard for Kazia to play, and I'm excited to see how Willie does it.
Yeah, I mean, Shulk has so many options and a lot of range with the sword, with how big that sword really is. So it'll be interesting to see what the matchup looks like here with a Kazuya. Right now, doesn't look too bad, right? Able to get one electric off, but that shield coming through will switch over to Buster.
Another one that time to switch.
Oh, yeah, that is tough. One stock down, only 8% put onto Willie's first stock.
Yeah, so again, keep an eye on the shield Monados that will be used to fall out of combos like this. I have to imagine Willie's ready for it. Yep, and he is. Look at this. This is different as he goes for multiple electrics, multiple crumples. Very much does know how to play around a Shulk that can fall out of combos. And this time around, Willie absolutely making light work of the Shulk, showcasing why he wanted to be put in that situation.
That's crazy. Whoa.
That was something.
Yeah, electric crumple, electric into another crumple. Whoa. That hurts. I mean, that is a big stock. We just got a word from our producer saying that half the team said they've never seen that before. So that is definitely something new for a lot of the players here, not just my eyes here in the casting booth. But yeah, now ETSU down to 3 stocks remaining.
Kazuya is a character that is I hesitate to use the word solved, but pretty like textbook, right? A lot of his combos, a lot of high level Kazuya gameplay is going to look similar to each other. They're doing a lot of the same things. It's not often that I'm watching that character and I see something that I genuinely have never seen before. That's one of them. Check that box off.
That's cool.
Was not expecting to see a new Kazuya combo. But Shulk, again, just is a weird niche that can fall out of combos with that shield Monado, but Willie has obviously had to deal with that in the past and made quick work of it.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like Shulk exclusive. Like 100%. That combo. Like, surely there's no way any other character can even fall into that combo, right? That is, there's no way. Will we see? I don't know if we have it clipped or not. No, it does look like this is just the next. Oh, maybe
yeah, this will be.
Oh, yeah, this is just the stock.
We'll see. Oh, yeah. Okay,
tough.
never mind.
But yeah, I mean that was insane. I've never seen that before. And it does look like the response, no owls here tonight from ETSU yet again. Meteor on the Game & Watch to come through. The stage pick is okay. That's crazy. I mean, you can't hit him.
Hey, yeah,
when he's doing
like
that.
completely invincible for that too. Yeah, I mean, Willie's starting things off with a bunch of crouch dashes. I do think again this matchup favors Kazuya here, as Game & Watch does tend to play in Kazuya's danger zones, sort of floating up around him. But Game & Watch does have some options on the ground this time around. You see the side B coming out. I wonder if that was just a bit of a mash panic to get out of that combo, and it worked. So credit to Meteor for being able to get out of that combo, but still now up to 100% on their first stock and dash attacking right into Willie's shield.
And that will be one down here for Willie. 56% built up onto that first stock. Trying to find the ledge guard with the fares, but can't quite find the connection. Another electric will connect. Now getting carried up towards the ceiling, but has the rage drive up, and will just find the grab immediately as they hit 100%.
Oh, and Willie went for the uppercut there, and it did not connect, but might have just killed outright. This one definitely will, and again, Willie not losing a single stock through this run so far in his first appearance on stream here tonight, making the most of it. 4 uncontested stocks here as forward air lands, and I didn't see if Willie has his jump. Won't need it, but able to make it back through the sausages or whatever those are.
I want to say, are they pancakes? I feel like they
I don't know. He's flipping them off like a pan.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Well, nonetheless, one stock down here does find the down smash. Electric does connect. Can't quite find the read.
Whoa.
The apples, a 7. The one picked up. Kazuya, Willie able to grab one of those guys as well and heal some percentage up.
Wow.
The tech coming through, getting, being able to avoid another down smash coming through from Meteor. Oh, I think it's a mixture of a lot of different foods. Because I think I saw like a drumstick in there too. Like that's a chicken wing off a pan. There's no way.
Valid.
Right?
Definitely could be. Well, hey, we've had quite a change of pace here as Meteor has more than settled into this matchup and has taken now 2 stocks uncontested from Willie after Willie takes 4 to start things off, but still one stock separating Willie and Shenandoah from a perfect season, I remind you. Willie looking to be the one to do it. Game and Watch now up to 114, but Meteor not looking to let it happen. Throwing out the side Bs and hoping for a miracle. 2 9s come out within 3 side Bs, and Meteor's still fishing for him.
An 8. Very, very close. Okay, and that will seal the deal. Willie getting some game time, showing us something a little new there against that Shulk matchup, but we'll be able to find 3 stocks against Meteor, and that secures SU with a 6-0 record here in NACE Varsity Premier, undefeated and only dropping 1 set.
Yeah, I mean, how about it? This team has been a different beast this whole semester, taking series off teams that have given Shenandoah serious problems in the past. And just like that, a 2-0 over ODU, a series win over FIU, a series win over Delaware. This team absolutely had to work for it, and they did. They have absolutely been reaping the fruits of their labor through this semester, and it results in a perfect regular season going into playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, amazing stuff from this roster. They look so good. Seeding is looking promising for this roster as well, sitting at that 6-0. Of course, you would hope that your seed would benefit from the amazing regular season performance here from this roster. But ETSU, I mean, they had looks. They just couldn't quite get through Kip. I mean, Kip went 12-6 here tonight, right? Was 16-6 last night or the night before. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, I mean, Kip has just been all over the place right now, and a lot of teams are struggling to get this Pac-Man out of the way.
It's been the gospel of this team that Kip is forced to be reckoned with, and a lot of teams can't reckon with him, and it quickly puts you in a hole that you can't climb out of, and that's been the winning formula for this SU squad for many years now. And then the addition of Willie on the back end just makes it that much harder to overcome that early deficit that Kip tends to give. It's a winning formula, and winning is what they have done with that formula now. Perfect 6-0. As we have our player of the series. I mean, we've been talking about him already. 13-6.
He did take 13
on the day. But yeah, I mean, a strong showing from Kip, and we've just come to expect that from this player.
Yeah, I forgot he took that 1 stock off of that Shulk as well in that second set. But yeah, I mean, what a performance from everybody on this roster, right? I mean, left and right, just throwing anything they can, and a lot of it hitting true. And now they graduate to 6-0 here in NACE.
Speaking of graduation, we have the graduating member of the team trying to close out his last semester with a bang, and well on his way to doing so with a perfect regular season in NACE Varsity Premier Division 1. Igloo? What's going through your mind right now?
It's really exciting, Chris, because like you said, this is my last semester competing for Shenandoah, and it's been such a wonderful ride here. I mean, and the fact that we're able to have this kind of season is just really indicative of the journey we've had as a team and the development these players have made. Like the individual performances of these players is just really, really exciting. I mean, watching Kyle be able to do that in some of his harder matchups. I mean, watching, Will be able to do his thing, watching me be able to really get active this game, really exciting stuff. Like, we just made a lot of developments, and it's really exciting that as the coach and the developer of these players, and as someone who feels like, their strategy has really helped this team develop, it is really, really exciting to see us not only really stomp these teams that I expect to win against, but also pull out wins versus other teams that I don't expect to win against. It's been a really exciting season, Chris.
Yeah, I want to talk to you more about the matchup here tonight. You and I were talking before the series started. We know that this ETSU roster is strong. They had an impressive win over Radford as well. Expected a pretty solid matchup here tonight, and you guys took care of business pretty soundly. What did you see out there? What looked good, and what was the takeaway from tonight?
Yeah, I expected a really big issue from us in the front half of this match. I really liked myself into Game & Watch Steve, into like the Falco Lucas if it came to that, and I wanted to go in, back half, gain some momentum with Will after we were already down in the first half. And then we just never were down. Like, the first half went really, really well. Like, we know that they're going to start Shulk into Kyle because it's their best matchup into him. And when Kyle can get out of there with 2 stocks, I mean, they're in trouble from that point on. Like, that's not a match they can afford to lose, and that's really strict standards. But that's just how it's going to be versus a team like us who can really match well into the rest of them, like skill-wise and matchup-wise. I expected the Falco after the Shulk to make Kyle's job even harder, but I think they went for a more comfortability pick rather than a matchup pick. And I'm not saying that's the wrong decision, but the fact that Kyle was able to outpace the character, the skill differential really didn't come in for ETSU, and it really just made for a show that Kyle was able to put on display for us. And then I got to play the matchups I wanted to play anyways. It was just, everything really just went in our favor.
Yeah, so you guys advanced to 6-0 here in the group. What has kind of the journey been like just throughout last semester, your time here at SU, to accumulate all of this experience with this team, with this roster, things changing left and right, and then being able to sit at 6-0 here in Varsity Premier? I mean, what is that feeling like with this roster?
Yeah, things do change a lot. There's been some turnover on the team. Me and Kyle have, stuck it out for the past 3 years. We've been kind of the anchors of this squad, and AJ's been around for a long time as well. And it's been really exciting just seeing all of our developments. I'd say like the biggest change that we've seen is just that the matches that we're expected to win, we're just really crushing it, and the matches that I really thought was going to be close this year, I think especially about ODU. I thought that was going to be a really last game, tight set, and that one was more routine than I really thought it was going to be. I mean, those kind of developments are really, really exciting. A team like ETSU here, I wasn't fully confident what roster we were going to get, but I mean, this is a roster that has multiple PR players, and the fact that we're able to come out of here with a strong 2-0, we've only dropped 1 game this season, and that was in our very first set to FIU, and in my opinion, that is a top 10 school in collegiate right now if they're playing their full squad. I know there's a bit of shakiness, with our match versus them, a bit of an intro match for them, but I think we got a little lucky in that regard, I'll admit. But, I mean, it's really exciting that we're able to, push players like Sure Hyper, push players like ODU, like Novastar, Angel Eyes. Like, it's really exciting that we're able to, like, see these teams that we've played in the past and really just dominate in a way that we haven't before. And we've just been individually developing so much. I have been personally studying a lot of Justin25 from Wichita, who I believe is the best Yoshi in collegiate right now. And it's been really something that I feel like I've been really stealing a lot of his setups and things that have really, I feel like, helped me shine in these crew battles. I'm really excited to take that into playoffs. I think right now my job is, not really a flashy one. It's kind of to take a mid-range of stocks that are really important. That's really what I do. But it's kind of exciting that I'm trying to pick up when Kyle can't go on those runs, because that's when Shenandoah is going to struggle, is when he can't get that big load off the beginning. That's going to be when I have to step up. Right now, I can do a lot of things in the mid-range, and I'm a very consistent player. But if I can learn to go on more runs like Kyle does, it makes it so that he doesn't have to do it every time. That's a development I want to see in the future, and that's something that Kyle's been doing better and better at, so I don't have to do that yet. But there will come a time very soon where I have to pick up that slack. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sort of started to lean into it there. I'm curious, we can talk about 6-0 as much as we want, but now that's in the past, right? Playoffs still ahead of you. A lot of Smash still left to be played, 0-0. What's the mentality going into your next matchup, whoever that is?
So we're very excited. We're very, very excited. Since I have come to Shenandoah, I've only missed one NACE playoff, and I think that's a much more impressive statistic than everyone at home may know. When I first came to Shenandoah, like the league I thought was, pretty good. There's a lot of good Smash players in it. But now when I look at the league, it's like when we're talking about the Super Conference, we're talking about teams that are fielding 3 minimum high PR players on each squad. So it's something that the fact that we are able to keep up this consistency throughout the league getting better and better, and our team's gotten a lot better too, but throughout the league getting better and better, it's really exciting that we're able to keep up with these squads. It's the fact that, we go out to Winthrop last year tied for 9th. I mean, that's something that I would be like pretty satisfied with if we were to get a 9th again. I mean, obviously one of the big goals that I've never hit is Super Conference, so top 8 NACE post when they changed how the league worked. But it's a bit bittersweet as well, because like even if we were to hit Super Conference, it's not like I'm going to be here in the spring semester, so it's a bit odd in that regard. But in my opinion, like we have a really strong chance of taking out whoever we draw round 1. I don't think anyone wants us round 1 coming into playoffs. We're going to play against a non-Super Conference team. Granted, it works the same way it does last year. And when I look at that competition, I really like us. I really think that we're a strong candidate to win that first match, regardless of our seeding. And then the big match comes, hopefully after that, when we see who our Super Conference draw is, because we do have to beat a Super Conference team in order to make top 8 of NACE. So depending on who that draw is going to be will kind of determine my confidence level. But based on our performance in this season, I'm hoping that the seeders see what I do, that we are a very strong candidate and we get one of those weaker Super Conference teams. I think we could really shake one of them up, even if we are an underdog, which I would expect to be.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it from the man. We're going to have some serious, impressive, high-level Smash Bros coming your way not too far from now, and you won't want to miss it. So while that does it for us here tonight, be sure to drop us a follow on whatever platform you are watching on right now so you don't miss out on any of our postseason action as well as our remaining regular season matchups in our other leagues. But for Chris Clayton, Ben Kincaid, and our star player Igloo, star coach here, Igloo, be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might just change their life. We will see you next time.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
Over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
Nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway.
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
Cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody, and we want you to be part of it.